Alright, 69-second summary for the new TYPHLOSION deck, which is the second best new Destined Rivals deck, but I'm featuring it on day 1 of the new set because Marnie's Grimmsnarl came out 2 weeks early, so your first real look at Destined Rivals is a hot number 2. Similar to Crabominable, TYPHLOSION's attack is dependent on having a supporter in the discard pile. But where Crabominable needs Kofu to reduce its attack cost, TYPHLOSION only ever needs a single energy. What having Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile does is increase its base damage of 40 by 60 each. So with a total of 4 Ethans in the bin, you're hitting 280, which is a great number, especially once you factor in all the potential damage buffs. There are several cards you can use to help TYPHLOSION one-shot other stage 2s, including Victini to boost its damage by 10, Kieran to boost its damage by 30 against the X's, Black Belt's Training to boost its damage by 40 against the X's, and Maximum Belt to boost it by 50 against the X's. Alternatively, Vengeful Punch hits them for 40 in retaliation upon getting knocked out, meaning Dragapult is within range. Additionally, Gravity Mountain reduces the hit points of stage 2s by 30, putting Dragapult within range if you have one Victini in play. Just be aware that TYPHLOSION also loses 30 hit points with Gravity Mountain. All in all, TYPHLOSION is extremely powerful, with the stage 1 Quilava able to find the Ethan's Adventure you need to boost its attack or increase the deck's consistency. And if you prize an Ethan's Adventure or all of your TYPHLOSION, Redeemable Ticket puts them into your deck, meaning you can laugh maniacally at the PDCGL dev who tried to screw you over but failed. Unless they also prized your Redeemable Ticket, then you just concede. If there was ever a game that was going to be featured in a YouTube video, it's this one. Now, see, my opponent is doing the bad thing where they take the risk of, oh, I'm going to put a Pidgey, a 50 hit point Pidgey in my deck because that one gets me 2 basics, but then it's like it just gets its butt blown out by Dusclops, and that's bad. I think we go research first, though. We might not use the Dusclops. Hello. Oh, they're not even going to know. They don't even know what's about. Wait, do I even have an Ethan's Adventure? I don't even have it. I don't even have an Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile, so we're doing a hot 40 here. I think we lose this one, don't we? All right, well, here we go. We're going to have to knock out the Pidgey, and then I don't even know what we do here. But I'm going to have a TYPHLOSION at the end of this. Well, no, the Ethan's Adventure doesn't matter. Oh, this is bad. Now they're giving me the Victini, and then we just evolve. You know, see, this is what I was talking about. The one time where we need things to go our way. And this is what happens. And Folklore? Nah, I wanted to do the funny thing. The funny thing was doing that. That was the smart thing. That's what you don't understand. We do funny things here. Yeah, I probably should have done that, but we also wouldn't have been able to do anything, right? We would have just had a Quilava. I would have had to retreat into the Duskull. We just have a Quilava. I can already tell you that we're going to lose this game because, you know, I just traded a Dusclops for a Pidgey. And they're just going to go Ethan's Adventure multiple turns in a row. So what is the weakness of TYPHLOSION? Not finding Ethan's Adventure early, or, you know, being a YouTuber and trying to do funny thing. And yeah. So yeah, Folklore, you're right. That's what I should have done if I was trying to win. But this is my first loss in about 2 hours of playing this deck. I was whacking off by myself earlier. Hang on. Did we just get a playable hand? Well, actually, no, we didn't. Hang on. Did we just get a playable hand? Okay, so we got to protect the Cyndaquil at all costs right now. They have one Ethan's Adventure. How many is 2 Ethan's Adventure? That is 160? Oh, you're absolutely screwed, bro. You never stood it. We got to protect this TYPHLOSION, though, right? I mean, we're tied on prizes. Knocking out the Victini doesn't really help. I gotta be a bit of a coward here. Is there a card that stops opponent from playing supporters in standard? There is a Vileplume. Is the Vileplume from 151? I believe that does something. Oh, no, it rotated. Sorry, there was a Vileplume that didn't let you play supporters that rotated. There is Streamtail EX, which doesn't let them play supporters for a single turn. Yeah, the Vileplume rotated. They got their Pidgeot. I think it's safe to play Pidgeot right now because people aren't going to be like, oh, Watchtower. No, in a couple days, it'll be a little bit sketchy. Oh, right, the Crobat. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Kilometers. Yeah, I knew there was something. Hey, Limitless added their English cards already. That's awesome. Thank you, Limitless. You're amazing. Yeah, Echoing Madness. Choose items or supporters during your opponent's next turn. They can't play either of them. That's pretty good. But yeah, Limitless, amazing Freljord. Thank you. Now I feel like a prostitute. You just paid me for that threesome. You can't take it back. Those are the rules. Yeah, this isn't going on YouTube. I can't showcase a loss, unfortunately. And they're struggling over there. All right. So, oh, they're going for an Iono. Wait, are they being nice to me? Wait, YouTube audience, I take it back. I never lose. Oh, they're just going Ethan's Adventure. Okay, they still don't have it yet, right? Unless they discarded an Ethan's off the Secret Box. They did. Okay, well, we lose. We've lost bigly here. True, letting them win and losing are two different things. Butt blast. Yeah, hit me with that butt blast, baby. Hit me with that butt blast, buddy. I'll be your butt buddy, as long as you blast. All right, so we go with Quilava for Ethan's Adventure. I don't know what the hell we do after that. I guess I have to knock out a Quilava here. Right, we go count. So we get you. So we need Cyndaquil, Typhlosion, and Quilava, because we don't need an energy. So yeah, Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion. And then I do a hundo to the Quilava with the energy on it. Okay. Super sketch right now. I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs, but you never know. We could run it back. How many Ethan's Adventure they got? Doesn't matter. It's, you know, Typhlosion only has 270 hit points. It doesn't matter. But I do like the fact that the one game where we didn't draw like amazingly throughout the entire thing is the one game where we actually needed to draw somewhat decently. All right. Well, we need a Victini, or we could get our Gravitity Mountain. If we can get our Titty Mountain, we can climb that Titty Mountain. We might be in there. If we can climb Titty Mountain, we might do some buddy blasting. Though I did play my counter catcher, so it's not like I can finagle anything. But the Victini is knocked out by an Ember or a Dusclops. I will be able to Ethan's Adventure. We're going to be able to Ethan's They're being super risky right now. Because this is the problem with playing the Pidgeot build, is you put a two-prizer into play. This is the problem. I mean, you kind of have to play Fezandipiti because it's Fezandipiti. But the problem is, if you don't count your prize cards correctly, yeah, the Pidgeot and the Fezandipiti are a win condition here. We just have to draw cards. That's, you know, that's the important part. And we currently are not doing that. Okay, that's an Arven. I believe I can do it, right? We go double Ethan's Adventure. I play with my balls. I'll check my deck in a second. So we... Ethan's Adventure. Do we have another counter catcher? We do not. I didn't think we did. We have a Maximum Belt. So Ultra Ball? Yes, we go Ultra Ball for If I put the... No, I can't put the Fezandipiti down, can I? And I honestly don't remember if there's a Gravity Mountain in this build. Okay, so yeah, you're going there. And then we hit you with the old Maximum Belt. Or actually, I guess I just go... What, TM Evolution? We get rid of that. And then... Ultra Ball away. Double Ethan's Adventure. We get the I mean, I can get the Fezandipiti. That doesn't seem terrible. But it's like, if I just... Fine. I don't think we're winning this one, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my damnedest. Yeah, let's just go for it. Because what I can do here is blow up my butt here. Mr. Leon, I've only been playing Typhlosion, and it's great. And the YouTube audience, I've been pulling on their heartstrings here and making them think that I'm going to lose this game when secretly I'm actually going to win. How can I lose a game when we're tied? You know, like, how can the Carolina Hurricanes lose when they're winning? So what I can do is I can actually wipe their entire butt next turn. I can get rid of their Typhlosion with my Typhlosion, and then Dust Noir. Oh, I can't because we're down 2 rare candy. We probably only have... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Now the question is, how many rare candy they got? How many rare candies you got over there, bro? Hey, to be fair, the Leafs were the only team that pushed Florida to the brink. Every other team was just kind of steamrolled. All right, I couldn't risk the Fezandipiti last turn because my strategy kind of depends on the Dusclops being able to blow it up. Ooh, that's good. Hang on. Can I save the Fezandipiti now? I mean, no, I can't because we don't have what we need. So hang on, let me just check the deck. This is not wasting time. We do have a rare candy. Okay, so I can punch their butt. Oh, we're gonna punch their butt so hard. All right, Fezandipiti, I choose you, buddy. I choose you. I was trying to say bro and buddy at the same time. It came out as Bruddy. That's it, right? Did we do it? I believe we've done it. I can't believe you've done this. Oh God. We don't have an Iono, but we do have what we need to win. We don't need Maximum Belt. We don't need Redeemable Ticket. Oh no, we do need the rare candy though, because then I have to play with my balls. Yes, we have to play with my balls. And then we hope that they don't have an Ursaluna. No one that I saw is playing Ursaluna in Typhlosion, okay? And then we go rare candy. Obviously, I would have preferred this to be an Iono, but that's not the world we currently live in. And then we go Cyndaquil, eat my butt. And then Buddy Blast, and then... Oh, we're a little, Ooh, hello. Okay, so how many night... We're down a Night Stretcher. I know the deck plays about 4. So I think what I do is I shuffle in 2 energy. And then we just hit done. Because all they can really do next turn, assuming they don't have a backup attacker... Oh, wait, what? I don't... Wait. I only have... Oh, no! I thought I had all 4 in the discard pile. Oh, no! Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I can just Night Stretcher for a Quilava. And then we go Ethan's Adventure. Wait, was there a 4th... Wait, was there a 4th Ethan's Adventure in the deck? I went on autopilot because at this point in every game up to this point, I've had 4 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile. And then we get to this point. There's no 4 Ethan's Adventure in there. Jet, are you serious that this is... Are you serious that this is an Ethan's? There's no way. There is no way that PTCGL would screw me over that hard. Lana's 8. Okay. Well, we're going to find out. I don't recall if there's an Ethan's Adventure because I wasn't looking for it. It has to be in there, right? PDC Jail wouldn't do this to me. Was it in my hand, though? That's the question. Was the Ethan's Adventure in my hand? Or are we seriously in a situation where my last prize card in a game where I absolutely need 4 Ethan's Adventure is the stupid thing? But if we top deck Redeemable Ticket, everything is forgiven. Okay, Sunny, that is not nice. This is definitely a situation. What are we, at the Jersey Shore? Never mind. Okay, just, you know, you did exactly what I thought. Wait, they Lana's aided, so they're just going for the bosses? Yup. Is it seriously my last prize card? Are you freaking kidding me? My last prize, and we didn't get the Iono. We didn't get the bosses. We literally got absolutely nothing. The last prize card. I played this game perfectly. I misled the YouTube audience for dramatic effect. Now they're just going to go bosses my Quilava and knock me out with a freaking Pidgeot. As the prophecy foretold. That is painful. I have a redeemable ticket in the deck. Just, you know, YouTube audience, this is what it's like playing Pokemon TCG Live. You should check out my VODs channel, Trust Your Pilot VODs, because this happens way more than you think. Yeah, PDC Jail hates me. I played that game perfectly. We did pretty even there. The only thing that cost me the game was the Ethan's Adventure being prized, and not just prized, but the last prize, because PDC GL is a huge butt face. Whenever your opponent flips over Steven, you just know that's GG. You know they don't stand a chancey here. I'm just going to go Artazon. I know they can bump it and use it, but, you know, I feel bad for them. And Vanilla Coke Boy. Oh, yeah. Team Rocket was a 100-card set in Japan. So the majority of Destined Rivals, or pretty much like half, because some of them weren't Team Rocket stars. But yeah, half of Destined Rivals is Team Rocket. Because in Japan, there was a full 100-card set, and like 80% of it was Team Rocket's cards. So they call it Destined Rivals, but realistically, it's just a Team Rocket set. They should have just called it like Team Rocket's blasting off again because it saw Barefoot Lopunny. Where's the Zoroarks? I mean, give me Steven's Metagross. Oh, your hero's cape's not going to save you, buddy. That's wishful thinking. Very, very wishful thinking over there. All right, yeah. I mean, you could have attached you didn't need to burn the switch on a belt. You could have just attached the energy. But I guess they just wanted to do as much as they could. But we're about to destroy a Steven's Metagross, and we're about to ruin their life, and they're about to hate me for it. But remember, they hate me. They hate us because they ain't us. Oh, we prized many things. We got a redeemable. We didn't prize Ethan's Adventure, though. We prized many things. We did not prize Ethan's Adventure. I think we just go... We probably get a Typhlosion. Yeah. And then we just go Quilava, Combustion. And the fact that Combustion does 40, don't sit on that either. And let's go. I'm going to put the Luxurious Cape on this guy just because I can, because I'm a big boy. And we'll get some Ethan's Adventure out of the deck. And Juan, there is unfortunately no special Team Rocket's quest for double the toilet paper this time around. Don't ask me why. They probably just forgot to do it. It happens. But they also were premature when they announced that we were going to get a free deck for the Twin Battle Trainer Trial. This week, it's the Ace Speckless Singleton Trainer Trial, and then next week, it's the Twin Battle. And Nick? Yes, just one. We have, what, 45 days? How many days until July 17th? How many days until July 17th? 49 days. And I stream like 5. That's fine. I stream like 5 times a week. That's like 30 streams. I have 30 decks. It's 49 days until our next set. You make it seem like I need to play with all of my... I need to blow my entire load today. No, you have to pace yourself. Yeah, I think they're realizing that they've already lost this game. I think they've realized that, you know, maybe Steven's Metagross isn't very good in a meta where Typhlosion is an actual top 10 deck. And that's not even hyperbole. That's not even a hyperbolic time chamber. Just, you got to pace yourself, Nick. You know, I put people to sleep. You know, if I was a UFC fighter, I'd be called the white noise machine because I put people to sleep, baby. That's why I have the VOD channel, is because I'm not rambunctious. I'm not a young child anymore. I'm not a youngster. I just wanted to create a channel that people can fall asleep to. And it's just very relaxing, just soothing. Oh yeah, just go to sleep. Oh, what's that? You're sleepwalking? You're going to your parents' bedroom and getting their credit card? Oh, it would be a Shaymin if you inputted that information into twitch.tv and gifted 100 subs to all those viewers. That would be terrible. Okay, well, we did prize things. Now, the question is, do I just go Ethan's Adventure? Because we can't knock out a Steven's Metagross this turn. We do want to put the Shaymin into play. I mean, I can go... Hang on. How does math work? We go Ethan's Adventure, and then I can play with my balls, right? I think that's how math works. Wait, so if we have 3 Ethan's Adventure, I'm not even going to do the math. Actually, maybe I should. Okay, so with 3 Ethan's Adventure, that's 220. That's 440. So we're actually not taking the knockout, so it does make sense to just go for the Typhlosion here. So we'll just go 1, 2, 1. And then we do need the Quilava. No, because Granite Cave and Steven's Carbink. Why did Steven go to the auto shop? Because his car banked? I don't know. That's dumb. And Vanilla Coke Boy, is Electivire bait? Electivire is a trap. Let's put it that way. Electivire is not good. Do not play Electivire. You will regret it mightily. All right, so let's just... I mean, I can Night Stretcher for a Quilava. Let's just Buddy Blast. Electivire is horrible. They're playing the Hero's Cape defensive build, but as we learned from playing Metagross for 6 hours, yes, go to the VOD channel if you want to see me do a 3-hour stream where I didn't get a single fun game. I knew it. I knew you were going to do this, but I mean, I just go Quilava for Ethan's Adventure and suck a butt. Yeah, like, you're playing a defensive build of Metagross, but you need the Monkey Dory. That is what we discovered. Farigiraf, I get it. You know, it saves the Raging Bolt EX matchup, but Farigiraf, no. Monkey Dory is way more important, especially if you're going defense. If you're playing Hero's Cape, Granite Cave, and Carbink, this dude's got 500 hit points. Either play the Liepard or play Monkey Dory. Those are your choices. I just bang my head on the wall instead. That's true, but you wouldn't feel a tingle in your bingle when you listen to my sultry voice. Oi, mate, you wanna feel a tingle in your bingle? Razor, you're on the internet. Anything can happen here. Oh, you want to feel that tingle? Pretend like I'm from the Legend of Zelda franchise. I'm that weird little green guy. Yeah, you feel that tingle? That's me. Okay. This is why I put the Hero's Cape on my, or the Luxurious Cape on my Typhlosion, is because Metagross kind of, I don't know if you got the memo, the meddling memo. Metagross kind of sucks. Metagross is kind of a crappy card. Metagross kind of sucks. Okay, I can't say the word because this is a family-friendly channel. And, like, we just won the game because they lost. Like, isn't that crazy that we won the game because they lost? Alert the presses. All right. I guess we just put a maximum belt on this guy. And I don't think I need to worry too much. I think we can just go for it, right? I think we can just go... Yeah, we don't really have any Pokemon left. How many rare candies are in this deck? 2? All right, well, I mean, I guess I get the Pidgey. Because if they Iono me, then I wouldn't want the Pidgey. That was my thought process. And they can't pass up 2 prizes here. They have to go for the 2 prizes because I'm just too good at this game. They have a single card hand. There's the Pidgeotto. We prized like a lot of good cards, but I didn't prize enough to lose the game. Unlike that last game where everything went wrong and PDCGL laughed at me. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you listen to the intro where I said that PDCGL, you know, you're trying to outthink the PDCGL dev who's laughing maniacally as you prize all the cards I need. So I think we prized 2 Quilava and a Typhlosion. Oh, they played the Dedenne. Oh, do they not realize? If they don't realize, this is going to be hilarious. I don't know if you've noticed it, the viewer at home. You're so attractive. Hopefully you've noticed that. You're so attractive and you have so much disposable income. Do you know what I don't have? Disposable income. That's a very simple math equation that we can both fix. But the reason that I never paired Dedenne with Metagross is that Liepard is better. Liepard is a single prizer. Dedenne is a 170 hit point 2 prizer that sucks. Its only use is to be used to heal your Metagross, but then they just do 170. Right? It's like, yeah, you can move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active. That's really strong. But then you have a Dedenne in the active. It's like, is that worth it? Do you really want to just have that Dedenne in the active that can be easily knocked out by anything? Okay, so it doesn't seem like they're doing the thing I thought they were going to do. But if you read Dedenne, it's move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active. So that is an effective and attack with damage counters. Luxurious Cape only activates if it's damage from an attack. So if they were to use Dedenne on my Typhlosion, they wouldn't have taken the extra prize card. So that's why you do have to know how to read a little bit, because a lot of cards will say, like, this says knocked out by damage from an attack, but Hassle says if a Pokemon was knocked out. So there's that little bit of nuance, and that's why I said in my mistakes video that, you know, you have to be able to read. And Razor, yeah, you're my sub every month. All right, as long as we don't suck all of the why are you giving me a rare candy? You could have just waited a turn. Could have just gotten the rare candy down the road here. Okay, this is not fun. This is not funny. You think you're being funny? You think you're a real funny guy, do you, PDCGL? Yeah, you're not funny. Your face is funny, but nothing else is. All right, so we just go to Quilava. So I think what I do is just rescue board this guy, play with my rod, and then we're going to put an energy, a Cyndaquil, and a Typhlosion in the deck. Because the way I see it is I'm going to be able to use Ethan's Adventure next turn. And I don't need the Counter Catcher anymore. I don't need the Iono. So we just go for the Quilava, or sorry, the Cyndaquil. And then this is also where Ethan's Adventure is really, really good, is if you don't need to put too many in the discard pile, it's really good. I did make a bit of a stink. Sorry, I need to open a window. I did make a bit of a stink about Ethan's Adventure being like, oh, if you still... Look at what I prized. If you still have an Ethan's Adventure in your hand or in your deck on turn 3, you should probably panic. But this is like I'm forcing them into a no-win situation with Ethan's Adventure. Right? Let's say they Iono me. Oh no, you Iono me down to 1. I just Quilava for the Ethans from my deck, get Typhlosion, and then knock out whatever you have in the active. So it can put you in a checkmate situation at the end of a game where it's like, oh, I have a Typhlosion, a Quilava, hopefully another Quilava, not a Cyndaquil. But I've put them in a situation where what are they going to do? And Nick, that's because Little Dark Furry is, he's resilient like all Canadians. he's able to go through the mental anguish of putting a Dedenne with a Metagross. But it's like I said, my issue with Dedenne is, yes, it can take 420 damage off of a Metagross and put it on your opponent's active. That's great. But then you have a Dedenne in the active with 170 hit points that gives up the same amount of prizes. And the Clefairy gets knocked out no matter what. So again, like this has more hit points than Dedenne. Yeah, that was the reason I never did it, is because, like, what's the advantage of healing your Metagross to give up 2 easier prizes? I'd rather, like, yeah, like Metal... It's rough. Right, because Metagross doesn't take 1 shot, but it takes 2 shots. So, like, 1 copy of Dedenne, 100%. You want to chuck 1 Dedenne in there for certain matchups, go for it. I'm not a fan. You know what I am a fan of? Ethan's Typhlosion. It is goated. Metagross sucks. Just play Ethan's Typhlosion. Just play it all day. Just build the deck. You already got 2 for free. You got Ho-Oh, you got Mercari, you got Typhlosion. Just play the damn thing. It's amazing. This is the first time that I've ever faced Dragapult with this deck. I don't quite know how this matchup's going to go. We don't have a Tatsugiri. We don't have any of our, 10 supporters. We don't have our secret box. We can play with our balls next turn, though. And I can prevent them from doing anything meaningful. So we just go attach to you. Probably should have checked the deck to see how many Ethan's Adventure, but I'm pretty sure there was 4 Ethan's Adventure. I'm pretty sure we're okay. And Dot Clank, as long as you're not playing Metagross, I look forward to beating you off again. And Clank, that is a good idea. Get it out of here. And Clan Burglar, oh, I will manage my bench. I will do it all day. All right, Bravery. Put that Bravery Charm on the cloak. It'll be really good for you. Oh, please do not Itchy Pollen me. That would be not good. I would be... Okay, they're playing... Oh, they're going to Itchy Pollen. Crap. Well, we're just going to kind of sit here and wait for 7 turns. You know, I probably shouldn't have been super excited to be facing a Dragapult deck, because, you know, this is what... Hey, get wrecked, buddy. Get absolutely stroked in the nuts. All right, here we go. We got the nuts now. Yeah, you thought you had the nuts? I got the nuts, bro. Got them right here. Okay. That's all we needed, was an Ethan's Adventure, and now we can win the game. We have everything. Unless they force the issue, I am going to let them knock out my Budew. I believe doing nothing, if I can just get set up, I win the game. Yeah, if we're running Shaymin, Dragapult can't do anything to my bench, obviously. God, we're going to have to deal with that crap again. You know, Manaphy's only been gone for 2 months. We should not be hearing the how did a Dragapult hit my bench if I had Shaymin in play? Oh, that's going to happen so much. Yeah, just play Rabska. Watch my 10 mistakes new players make video, please. I beg you, because I also need the money. Did we just top deck Ethan's Adventure on back-to-back turns? That's pretty goated. No, it's gonna happen, E-Rich. You don't know that. You don't know the Pokemon TCG community. We don't know how to read. That is well established. Did they just put a second Budew down when I very clearly am playing Dragapult? That seems way too risky to get the Bisty. And this is honest. This is crazy. This is a game where I'm just going to hard play Ethan's Adventure probably 4 turns in a row. That's not what you want to be doing, but I guess in a Budew world, it's kind of fine. And you're actually not screwed over too much against Budew, right? As long as you set up your hand, that Cyndaquil is looking smooth like my feet. Exactly. We know how to read, just not well. But Typhlosion is also very, very well suited to deal with Budew. This knocks out a Budew, discarding energy doesn't matter. This knocks out a Budew for a single energy and gets you Ethan's Adventure. So you don't need to rely on items, as long as you can set yourself up with like a TM Evolution. Why? That was the worst thing you could do. That's literally the worst thing they could have done in this situation, because it means I can Dragapult clean that up later. All right, well, we go Ethan's Adventure again. And yeah, we just go triple. I think triple Typhlosion seems handsome, right? We just go triple. Actually, no, I probably should have gone for an energy because I might want to keep it. Oh, they got the stupid Duskull now. Yeah, I have to triple evolve now, right? So here's the problem. The problem is if they just go Rare Candy Dusknoir, knock this out, and then is the risk worth it is the question. I think it's worth it to just not completely lose the game, right? I'd have to play this matchup like 100 times to know what the correct decision is. We just always prize into cloak, by the way. If you item locked me again, I'm okay with that. But it's the problem with the Duskull. Here we go. Okay, it's a Pidgeot. The Duskull could have just turned into a Dusknoir or a Dusclops. They could have easily gotten rid of two of these guys with either a Dusclops or a Dusknoir. They can still do it, but they would need crap. They would need Dragapult, Rare Candy, Dusknoir. It makes their life slightly more difficult. And I still have an attack for next turn unless things go horrible. Oh, God. Oh, it's a Charmeleon. Okay, good. We're fine. Everything's fine. I can knock this dude. I can clap this dude's cheeks. I cannot. Why? Oh, wait, it has 10 damage on it. This is great. Oh, get wrecked, Dragapult. You got 10 damage on you. I don't even need to do anything, and I'm knocking you out. Oh, this is hilarious. This is a turn of events. This is a bigger turn of events than... What was it? Winnipeg winning against St. Louis? That's a hockey thing. Yeah, they're going for the Dreepy because they think that Dragapult is like my ace in the hole. But I'm not going into Archie's hole. Yeah, that's the nice thing is that it's so versatile. The fact that you can just go get Ethan's Adventure and Ethan's Adventure gets you your entire line plus an energy. It just Budew who? Boo-hoo Budew? Yeah, and like we're just knocking out a Dragapult. This is amazing. They took the bait. I masterfully baited them. Obviously, they'll put the damage counters on this one because it has the energy. But I masterfully baited them. Wait, why'd they put the damage counters on this one? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. Oh, wait, do I have fire in it? I should. Uh-oh. Okay, yes, I don't think it matters. What if no, I can't take the risk. I can't take the risk that Pilot pulls an oopsie here. I'm fairly confident we have a fire. Ooh, hello. I'm fairly confident we have a fire energy in the deck, but just in case, I'm just gonna, yeah, just in case. And then I didn't even need the Gravity Mountain. That's how goated I am in this game. Yeah, everybody, I am just that much of a goat. So wait, should I check my prizes here? Oh God, do I have to do math or something? Okay, so we don't need the Shaymin. What are my prizes? I think I don't need whatever's in my prizes. I don't think I need it because I have so much recursion. And that's a magic term right there. All right, so we're just gonna keep the Quilava. We're just gonna research. And then, hey, that's all the worst cards. Hey, everybody, what if we gave you all of the worst cards? Wouldn't that be sick? What if every card you didn't want was just right in front of you? If I can remember to do the Dragapult player voice, I will, because we can win. Oh my God. I thought that with what, two Stretcher and a Super Rod, I would get something. And then PDC Gel was just like, nah. All right, but as long as they don't affect my hand, we do win the game. Because I just have 280 on the Pidgeot. Even if they bump the Stadium, that doesn't matter. If they do Iono me, which is almost a guarantee, I believe we lose. But I blame PDCGL. I drew 7. I did everything necessary. We have all of the supporters in our hand. But I should have a Dracloak somewhere. Yeah, we'll be fine. Just don't Iono me. That's it. No, you've already played all your Iono. You got no Iono left. Oh God, I was lying. They have Iono. Okay, Artazon is fine. Fartazon is fine. As long as they just Pidgeotted for an Artazon, oh, you're not gonna live long enough to use that one. Oh my God. They just lost the game because they didn't Iono me down to 2. That was huge misplay, House Stark. That was a bigger misplay than... Oh God, I don't watch Game of Thrones. That was a bigger misplay than letting Arya hang out with the Lich King in Rivendell. Oh my God. Okay, I should... In hindsight, in retrospect... Yes, I should have used the redeemable ticket because we had a Cyndaquil, a Bosses, and a Fezandipiti. No, because they're a Stark. The Starks had nothing to do with that. Remember, because it was the Eagles that saved Frodo and Jaime Lannister from the fires of Mount Doom, and that's canon. And Freljord. Everyone here just watches me play the game. They don't actually play the game themselves. Because they're just too afraid because I'm, they watch the master and they're just like, I can't match up against that. So I think we just want 2 Cyndaquil and a Quilava. And that's pretty much all we need to do. Just, I guess, attach the energy. Yeah. As long as they don't Iono me, we should be okay. You don't want to go for all of your Quilava. Because if you get all your Quilava and then they Iono you, well, you're not in a good spot. But this is my first game against Garchomp. They're playing the Blaziken Garchomp build. You still need Roserade. I believe you still need a Roserade or 2 in this deck to succeed because the Garchomp does 260 for 2, and then you discard all energy. But if you have 2 Roserade in play, then you're hitting 320. It does not appear they have Roserade and they're relying on Monkey Dory. Which isn't great for us because yeah. This might have been a loss if they actually knew how to play the game and they didn't suck, but unfortunately they suck. The biggest of butts. And the Picnic Basket is hilarious because you can use it to really screw over a Monkey Dory deck. And the question now becomes... Do I bother saving the Shaymin? Is there no Shaymin that? Is there any Shaymin that? Get it? Is there any Shaymin that? You like that? Yeah? Okay, so we just go Cyndaquil, Quilava, Energy, sacrifice the Shaymin. And then, yeah, I think it's just an end turn situation because the Monkey Dory, they'll probably try to set up KO somewhere. And we also have to be aware that if they bench another, oh yeah, so they have the new Torchic, but not the new Combustion, which I disagree with because this distracts me with its feet too much. But Gabite, it's tough to say if this is on the same level as Quilava, but it does just get you your Gabite, your Garchomp, your Roselia, your... Oh, okay. Hello. It just gets you everything, and you don't really need to play supporters when you just have your Garchomp. Or when you have your Gabite, which gets you everything you need. Ah, man. All right, that's fine. I can 2-shot the Garchomp. We have an Ethan's Adventure. I can get rid of all of my Ethan's Adventure. What's the Picnic Basket for? This guy. If you're facing a Frostlass deck, you want to have the Picnic Basket. It is very sketchy. There's a redeemable ticket. We can potentially play that, I guess, because I'll pretty much empty the deck out of my best cards, but I think I have to go get the Fezandipiti, unless we prize the Legacy. No, we didn't prize the Legacy. We have the Gravity Mountain. So what's the call here? I can maybe knock out the Garchomp? Because that's what Yogi Bear says. Okay, so let's go Rare Candy into you. I think it's just an Ultra Ball. Actually, hang on. I'm going to Buddy Puffin for the Victini out of the deck, and then we go Ultra Ball for... We get rid of an Ethan's Adventure and a Puffin. So... And they have the monkey... I have Kieran. I can go Kieran. I don't really know. I think I made a mistake here, and I may have been a little too overzealous. Yeah, I think we just thin out the deck. We're just going to get everybody out of there. Actually, I don't need the Quilava, so we'll just get double Typhlosion and energy. Seems like a plan. And then... I'm really just trying to decide what the best course of action is, because we can do 290. I can do 300. Actually, no, this is not correct. Because I can't knock them out no matter what I do. I think we just go Buddy Blast, 290. Yes, they're going to do things with Monkey Dory. But I think we just have to two-shot this Garchomp. That's really all we have to do. And Rage Daily. Oh no, Ethan's Typhlosion's amazing. The free version of the deck puts together two things that should not be put together. Okay, there's a Power Weight, which is also very bad. So this could be a little rough, because we can't do 400 damage. We can knock out the Blaziken. We can do 320 on Blaziken. I just had to be really careful about Fezandipiti, because I'm pretty much guaranteed that I will have to use this at some point. I just didn't want them to easily go, oh, Corkscrew Drive, Corkscrew Dive, Roserade, knock out the Fezandipiti. And DC fan, oh, what's the bug? You gotta let me know, because I won't be playing Persian for a while. Was it posted on the forums? I gotta know. And see, the Picnic Basket stops them from doing this. I mean, it is a very wacky attack, so I wouldn't be surprised that Persian is broken. But that's what we'll do before I sign off. Wait, they did... Wait, what? Did that just happen? Did that seriously just happen right now? I was just about to say, like, oh man, Garchomp is so good. Oh man, this Garchomp deck is so crazy. How are we supposed to beat it? And then they go and just can't do that. They whiff because they mismanage their energy. I've been there. So there was the Defiance Band. So we would have, if we just got the Defiance Band, then I could have knocked out the Garchomp with Victini Defiance Band, which would have been good. So yeah, they just misattached their energy and then just couldn't find another fighting. Oh wait, did they decide? Hang on. No, they attached to the Gabite, so they decided not to take the knockout? That's interesting. I guess they're just like, well, it doesn't really matter right now. But they have the Blaziken in play. I'm interested in that decision, right? Because they have the Blaziken in play. So even if they were worried that, like, oh, I might try to boss trap somebody, that shouldn't be something they... What the hell is going on? Why wouldn't you just... Okay, what is happening? What is going on? Okay, because we can... You're making my life so much easier. You're giving me Fezandipiti and Blaziken. I think this is what people are going to learn in due time right now. Is that you got to be very careful against Typhlosion. You might think you're safe with 320 hit points. You are not safe with 320 hit points. Yeah, Gravity Mountain just goes crazy. I think we go Legacy Energy. I believe... Man, the Kieran, though. And then we go Gravity Mountain. Yeah, we just go 290, take the knockout. And Rage Daily, that's because you're not as cool as me. You know, you should have gone into the description of my video and taken the list from there. There's another Gravity Mountain. So all I have to do to win is knock this out. You gotta, like I said, you gotta be very careful about what you're doing, or else you're gonna have a bad time. Oh yeah, they got double Monkey Dory. That is concerning. But if we get the Picnic Basket, we can get the Picnic Basket. So the question is, do I go Picnic Basket, Buddy Blast, prevent them from taking an extra prize? You did the thing again. You did the thing that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, so if I go into this guy, that's okay. Where's all that recovery that this deck is supposed to have? That's not recovery. Okay, and then we go Ultra Ball and Defiance Band. Because I think... Okay, Ace Wing, that's not very nice. The Defiance Band... I don't know how important the Defiance Band is, but I feel like it's slightly more important than the other two. I don't know, that's probably incorrect, but what are you going to do? All right, let's just draw 3. My Fezandipiti's probably not long for this world. There's the there it is. Hey, okay. All right, so we have to go Picnic Basket. That's step 1. And then Buddy Blast for 290. Okay, so they are in a situation where if they knock out my Fezandipiti, I just go get Counter Catcher and win the game. That's easy. So that was why I needed to Picnic Basket before putting Fezandipiti into play. Because if I put the Fezandipiti down, they could just go double Monkey Dory, knock out the Victini, bosses the Fezandipiti, win the game. And we just, you know, we just won. You better be using a Draconic Buster. Hey, Buster, you better be going Draconic on me. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. They put the damage counters in the wrong place. Because now I can... Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we need one of our, like, 2 Night Stretchers. Oh, man. We're just destroying decks all day. We're just getting them all day, baby. Our only loss today was against Typhlosion. That's crazy. Garchomp's not a problem. Dragapult's not a problem. Zard's not a problem. Metagross is laughable. You know, oh, I needed those. Metagross, I literally stopped someone from ever playing Metagross again because we stomped them so hard. So, yes, Marnie's Grimmsnarl Frostlass is amazing. Typhlosion, this is also like an A-tier deck, and I highly recommend it.